What gets written gets remembered, and what gets remembered gets done. But that's not the real reason why I've been carrying this tiny little notebook to every single place for the past 4 years. I mean, not this, but this. It has 100 pages and lasts for 100 days. And it does something that no app, no to-do list, and no productivity tool can ever do it for me. And if you can use a notebook like this just the way that I use, I promise, you'll work less, do more, and you'll never feel scattered again. But again, why not Notion, Odoo, or maybe the Notes app on my 1 lakh rupees ka iPhone? Why am I still going back to a cheap little notebook like it's 1990s? Watch this video till the end and I'll make you rethink the way that you work every single day.
This at first class, third world, running up the digits, this, that, yeah.
You see, this is your brain and it's great at solving problems. But at the same time, it's really bad at remembering things. Your brain's working memory can only hold a few tasks at once. And the more tasks that you try to remember, the more cognitive load. And your brain gets less effective at solving problems. So to solve this problem, a lot of centuries ago, people started using notebooks and pens to dump all the tasks in their brain. It seems even people like Leonardo da Vinci, even they used to carry notebooks to all the places. I don't know, just saying. And as a bonus, studies show that if you just write down your goals and make a simple plan, you're 50% more likely to achieve your goals. And that's the reason why people first started using notebooks to plan things. And with time, these notebooks changed into to-do lists, planners, apps, and finally to advanced tools like ClickUp, Notion, Odoo, and the list just goes on. Now the point is I use all of them. And in a lot of different ways, I feel that the modern systems are much better than using a physical notebook. But I still can't leave my notebook behind, and there are 4 reasons behind it.
Who the fuck you think you talking to?
And the first one is very obvious, and I like to call this the modern monkey problem. A lot of times when I suddenly get to remember something, when I get a new idea, or while I'm planning new stuff, I just need a place to store that piece of information. So I'd usually open my phone and start noting it down on my Notion. But then even before I realize, I would have already spent 30 to 40 minutes just scrolling reels. Now for me to come back to my flow state and start working, I would need at least 20 to 30 minutes more. That's 1 hour of time wasted in doing nothing. And the worst part, you don't even have control over it. I mean, sure, you can turn off all the notifications, but what if you just want to check WhatsApp? There's this constant source of feeling that you're missing out on something. And that feeling is insanely hard to control. So the solution? A simple notebook. But again, it's not the only reason why I use this notebook. There's more. Now this reason might sound stupid for most of you. But here's the actual truth. I come from a background where I've prepared for JEE for quite some time in my life. And for years and years, I think for almost a decade of my life, I used to write things down on a piece of paper. And this gives me insane levels of clarity. Most of the times, writing and scribbling down on a piece of paper while I'm planning something removes all the doubts in my head. I get into this flow state where there's no distractions, it's just me and the things that I'm planning. I also started using iPad in between, but then the charging, the notifications, the distractions, they were still there. So in short, when I disconnect myself from this notebook, I feel that the core part of Tarun is being stolen. But again, this might just be me. This might even sound stupid, but there's one more bigger reason why I still use my notebook. See, there's a strong reason why these books have 100 pages. Not more, not less. And in human psychology, we call this the feedback loop theory. And the idea is very simple. The shorter your feedback loop is, the faster you can adjust and improve. So in general, people set their New Year resolutions once every year. Most of them fail during the first 3 months itself, but they also end up wasting the rest of the year as well, because default feedback loop is set to 1 year. But now, what if you reduce the time interval to achieve your goals from 365 days to just 100 days? Sounds crazy, right? But it actually works. Because now you'll be more accountable and consistent because you just have 100 days to chase your goals. You'll have 3 chances to fix your life in a year instead of just 1. So even if you mess up twice, you still have 1 more chance left. And what usually takes 3 years for someone to achieve just takes you 1 year. Because remember, the Parkinson's law. The work stretches to fill the time which is available. But again, why 100 days? Why not 30 days, 60 days, or even 180 days? Simple, because most of the important personal projects of life usually takes around 100 days to achieve. Be it learning a new skill, launching your own business, preparing for internships or placements in college, 100 days isn't less, but not more as well. There's an entire book called the 12-week year, which is actually based on a similar concept. How to get 1 year's worth of work done in just 12 weeks. Now finally, keeping all this productivity BS aside, I think I'm personally connected to these books a lot. Mostly because these notebooks give me clarity about the things that I'm doing on a daily basis. I write the things I need to do, which are of highest priority. I have a habit tracker, which is basically just these boxes. I have my goals written, I plan my videos and thumbnails, and I scribble whenever I need. I mean, for sure I use Notion to work on the projects where I need to collaborate with other people. And I still use the Notes app on my phone to note down the things while I'm traveling. And I still use the voice memos to randomly record my thoughts. But this Notes has a different purpose, a unique purpose. This notebook is mine, just mine. And I use it when I need to disconnect with the world and when I have to reconnect with myself. It's not for my team, not for showing others. It's for me and just for me. This notebook is personal and I would not be comfortable if someone opens it and reads it ever. And I think everyone should have like a notebook like this, because the moment you'll start using a book like this, you'll get a friend with whom you'll feel free to share anything that comes to your mind. You'll find an accountability buddy who'll make you more consistent. You'll find a friend who'll not judge who you are and will patiently listen to whatever you need to say. And that, my dear friends, is the reason why I keep coming back to this cute little notebook. It's my friend, accountability buddy, planner, but most importantly, the productivity powerhouse of my life. Hello, so look what I just found. So I was just going through the notebooks which I've had from like 2023, and look at this, I found like one of them, and here I had my goals written. If you're like leaving your job, then these are the 4 things that you have to do. It's like consistency, you need to build a team, get someone to Bangalore. We don't just have someone in Bangalore, we have like a massive team of like 10, 12. Convince Neeraj to join the cohort. He is a part of the cohort. Make some amount of money this year. Very close. I think that's the power of just writing things down. And there are a lot of books, a lot of goals written, a lot of nights spent on working towards these goals. Someday in the future, after 1 year or something, I just want to open this year's notebook, which is 2025. It can be like, I've achieved all of the things which I've written in that notebook as well. And honestly, I think that is one of the major reasons why I have these books. I have a lot of them. These are just like a couple of things which I wanted to show in this video, but then there's more. But that's not the point of it. I think get a notebook like this, it changes your life. So finally, before I end this video, here's an open challenge for you. Go get a notebook like this and start your own Project 100. Write down what your goals are and start chasing them for the next 100 days. Show yourself what you're capable of and show yourself that 2025 is still your year to win. Comment down the word Project 100 if you'd like to accept my challenge. And also let me know, what do you want to achieve in the next 100 days? I'll see you again. Bye-bye.